and gentlemen, here we would like to have some questions. Okay, the first one, what is the qualifications for your suppliers in China? What is the qualifications for your suppliers in China? For example, QC, factory qualification, environmental protection, and R&D. So maybe Mr. Henry?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for invitation. It's my privilege to be here. Well, we work in different fields, and different fields need different certificates. So it's no use to list them all. But for example, you talk about environmental protection. I can take that one. Usually companies, customers, we only care about profit, right? And that's understandable. But I think we should be more concerned about environmental protection. Every certificate, for example, ISO, REACH, they have the environmental part. How the European Union puts it, for European Union needs REACH. So what's the purpose of REACH? I can make one quote. It says, REACH aims to improve the protection of human health and environment. That's the whole purpose of REACH. So everybody can ask themselves, is it important? Is health important? It's our environment important. So if we don't have health, we have nothing, right? And also, if we want to do business in the future in this beautiful planet Earth, I think it's very important.
Thank you very much. So maybe lady first, right? We would like to Miss Vania share us your opinion about this.
Okay, thank you, Jane. So first of all, it's a different market than him. So Indonesia, like Mr. Fahim has said, is a Muslim country. So for our Chinese suppliers, we require halal certified suppliers. So that's, I think, it would be the most important certification for Indonesia market. And then, of course, we like some Indonesian manufacturers also export to overseas market, like USA and some China market and also others. So I would say that kosher would be another beneficial certification that a Chinese manufacturers would like to have. And second, ISO. ISO like food safety ISO and environmental safety ISO will be preferable as well. Yeah, I think that's all for the qualification for my our Indonesian market.
Thank you very much. So how about your opinion, Mr. Manzur? Okay.
Okay, I'm from Bangladesh, and from that part of the world, this price is a very important issue. But as far as food is concerned, definitely quality comes because it deals with the life, human life. So quality, price, and definitely the other thing is the delivery, delivery on time. Because food is a item. Shelf life is very important. So from the production to delivery, this is very important. And then also for the economic reasons, as far as the price and the value is concerned, it has to be stable. So the whole supply chain, the management should be done in such a way that we can maintain a price with stability. So, okay, and my other friends already covered issues on the certificates, so I'll not emphasize on that anymore. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So compared to the global market, what would be the advantages and disadvantages of Chinese suppliers, Mr. Manzur? Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite a good question.
We have experience actually. My company deals with other global companies, European, North American, Japanese, So compared to other countries, China is definitely, I should say, is getting a very efficient source. Efficient source in the sense that Chinese companies mean business. They always focus on the customer's requirement, and then they are constantly with dialogue with us. And that is why China can always, react. And also they're proactive in terms of the quality, price, and customer requirements. So I should say, compared to other countries, Chinese companies are coming up very fast, and that is why we also prefer to source things from China.
Yes, Mr. Henry, now more and more food ingredients capacity in China, really. So we are really your competitors compared with the American and European producers. So how do you think, what is advantage and the disadvantage?
Well, of course, there is both. Disadvantage, firstly, disadvantage. We buy a lot from Euro suppliers. The reason is the delivery time. Of course, if we buy from Euro suppliers, the goods will be in our customer's warehouse within a week or so. From China, it might take 40 days, 50 days, and if it's so long, it of course takes a lot of our funds and so on. But in China, there is also advantages. In some products, let's say some vitamins, we see Xintal gum, China produces 80% of the whole world's capacity. Right. So in that case, China is a very good choice.
And I have a good news to you because, in this third quarter, Echemi, we will register our office and warehouse in the European market. So I think we can solve the delivery problem.
Yeah, that's good news.
Okay, so how about you?
So distance-wise, I think Indonesia and China is much closer.
Yes.
So for our Chinese suppliers, it only takes them like the shipment will only 14 days tops. So and then another advantage for our market is Indonesia and China has a free trade agreement. So that's really make it Chinese suppliers to have a very competitive pricing. And distance-wise, we can supply the goods in a very short time. And for the disadvantage, I think not much that can be said there because there are so many Chinese suppliers already marketed their products to Indonesia, and they have already know the requirements there. So I think will be the disadvantages is the fluctuations of the pricing.
Yes, here we have a question directly to Dr. Liu Huiyang about halos. Now we have a big problem about the hala. We are hard very pushing to the Indonesia market, so very expecting you. That is the only problem. Okay. Okay, so now because we are now we have more trend, right, for the food based on the food ingredients. So what is your expectation of a new product and the new trend of a food industry, Mr. Henry?
Well, one of the biggest trends, upcoming trends, is healthy aging. Okay. Maybe before it was anti-aging, but nobody, of course, nobody wants to get old, right? But you cannot avoid it. So now it's healthy aging. We get old. We cannot avoid it. But how to get old healthy? How can we have the last years of our lives? How can we live them happily and healthy? So that's most likely the huge upcoming trend, I think. And also, people are more interested in some, for example, organic food, natural food, berries, things like that, extracts.
So how about the trend, I mean, about the health in food industry in Indonesia?
So Indonesia is have a different trend, of course, with the European market. So I can say for now that we are moving towards functional beverages, and then we have more bakeries. Like the demand is becoming bigger for bakeries and pastries as well. And then Moreover, we also have like healthy drinks like yogurts and then acidified milks and so.
Wow, that's I just got a 2 point very important. Just from Dr. Liu, the tree hair loss. It quite be used exactly in the dairy, right? A
Yeah.
bakery industry, and also natural preservative from the Mr. Dr. Liu
Sure.
about natural preservative. I
Sure.
think yes, maybe we can get a new presentation later, right? And
Sure.
we can talk about the nutrient product business. Yeah.
Possibly we can talk about business later.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how about Mr. Manzur about the new trend or new product in your market?
Okay, and like my Pakistani colleague, Mr. Fahim, we share same kind of market trend and requirement. Halal is one thing, and like another thing is Mr. Fahim had almost covered the issues there. Okay, so new things are there, like as you said, health is an important issue. Pure, clean food is an issue. These things are coming up. So there, I think as partner, our supply chain partners can help us with or share what is happening around the world, and that can be passed on to us. And one more thing, I would request the Chinese companies for going for like R&D, investing in R&D. Like I've worked with, seen the like companies like DuPont, and they invest heavily on that. That will give you an extra edge over others. And since you are a big, you have other efficiencies. You have the volume. So whenever you can come up with new products, definitely you can beat the companies like DuPont and others because they charge too high. And countries like Bangladesh and poor countries from South Asia, they cannot afford sometimes. So I would request the Chinese companies to invest more on the R&D. And I've already seen the cellos, that kind of products, more products can be introduced and we can get the benefits of those things. Okay.
Okay, here our Chinese manufacturers, suppliers, friends. Did you hear about the request from our speakers and our customers about the documents, right? And the clean packages, and also the R&D. Okay. So our last question, because we are the B2B platform. So, okay, the boss question is coming. How do you learn online purchase? Have you tried or will you? What will be the good and the shortcomings of online purchase? Okay, Mr. Henri, you are ready?
Well, to be honest, we haven't tried it yet because we work in wholesale. We need to negotiate a lot of details, payment details, delivery details. It's not like you buy something from Taobao where you choose, click, buy. It's not like that. And I think we still need a lot of human-to-human contact. It's important. Customer relationships are really important. Well, that's why we are here. That's important. But in the future, we might try some online purchasing for the major products that have been in the market for a long time. But of course, then we need a trustful, good company like you, Echemi.
Thank you very much. How about your opinion, Miss Vania? Yes.
I think same here. We haven't tried it at all. And the main point for an online purchase, I think, is a verification, goods verification, supplier verification, and if that point is sorted, then I think we might like to have a try.
Okay. So how about your opinion, Mr. Manzur?
Of course, the era of digital world like this saves times and then it can speeds up things and then it's important also to have human contacts, negotiation. So a lot of negotiation discussions cannot be done online, but still we can develop some business models through online. So let us see. But it is important because of the promptness, speed. You can save time. So there, it will definitely have some impact. Okay.
Yes, agree with you. That is Echemi makes sense to do this conference and the forum. We introduced our Chinese professional manufacturers here, and we are here, customers here, and we just we have a lot of the face-to-face meeting, and all the information about the product and the manufacturer is very transparent online. So I think after that, first that is the trust, of course, right? And after that, I think maybe we can try online purchase, right? Just as Mr. Manzur shared with us, it will be effective and save our time. Okay, thank you very much. Now, would like to invite all the global buyers, and we took a picture together, right?